And that's the other good rule of advice. Don't commit crimes in front of a cop.
Relax.
Stop manhandling.
Stop. Sit down. You're gonna get a
Stop.
Listen. You're gonna get another charge.
Manhandling.
Relax.
On June the...
When you are talking to police in that tone of voice, expect to get manhandled.
2nd, 2024, officers were present when a woman assaulted an employee at a grocery store.
So I don't care what kind of melons you have. There's no fight in the produce aisle that's worth, or melon that is worth getting into a fight, especially in front of a cop.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And it's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, your board-certified criminal defense lawyer, and I'm here to give commentary with the assistance of our content genius that you know as Michael Rivers, who is behind the camera, who's behind the microphone now, who's in front of a camera. Say hello, Michael.
Hello, everybody, all our fans.
Right,
Thank you again.
That's enough. No, I'm kidding.
That's
and
how he
so,
treats me every day.
You know, and so today we're reacting to abusive woman punches a Publix employee right in front of the police. How dumb can you get? But before we get to that, there's a lot going on in my life, a lot going into Michael's life. We're kind of expanding the show a little bit to include the content genius. And, Michael and I were talking. He was saying there's some comments about, we know Bruce has a daughter. Where is she? And, anyway. So I do have a daughter. Her name is Jackie, and Jackie is on her way to George Washington University. And, I've got two women in my life that are just amazing. Jackie is one of them, and Chloanna Rooney, she's the other one. She's just amazing. And so, I think it's important to take care of the people in your life and to make sure that you are in love and that life is good. So, my sweetheart is Chloanna, and my daughter is Jackie G, and my content genius son is right by my side. And so it's good to keep those people close to you. So I hope you have somebody like that. So, and I hope you don't punch anybody in front of fucking Publix, in front of a cop. I just haven't seen this. Before we get to this episode, I have some news to tell you that this is brought to you by eForms.com. eForms.com is a very, it's a very good resource. If you need any kind of legal form for a power of attorney, or because it costs money to have, it probably costs like $700 or $800 or $1,000 to have a lawyer draft a power of attorney. And you can just do it online, and it's so easy. And if you sell somebody something, a car or whatever, get a bill of sale, because you need to protect yourself. Or if you're buying something from somebody, let's say you buy something, all of a sudden it turns out to be stolen, like all the stolen shit in my grandma's basement. If you buy something from somebody and it's stolen, there's kind of a presumption that you knew it was stolen. But if you have a bill of sale on a purchase, well, then you're protected. So eForms.com, very effective way to avoid the high cost of a lawyer and a good way to protect yourself down the line if anything comes from it, because the documents don't lie. All right, well, let's get to it. Here is an abusive woman punches a Publix employee in front of the police.
Relax.
Stop manhandling.
Stop. Sit down. You're gonna get a
Stop.
Listen. You're gonna get another charge.
Manhandling.
Relax. On June the...
When you are talking to police in that tone of voice, expect to get manhandled. Fuck.
2nd, 2024, officers were present when a woman assaulted an employee at a grocery store.
So I don't care what kind of melons you have. There's no fight in the produce aisle that's worth, or melon that is worth getting into a fight, especially in front of a cop. So this video we originally found on Crime Time Cam. So give them a little love, and they're kind of up and coming, brand new channel.
At a grocery store.
I'll figure it out.
There's no audio, right?
Get off of me.
Stop.
Get off of
Don't
me.
do it. Stop.
Get off of
Stop.
me.
Stop. Stop.
Don't
Relax.
do it.
Relax. Relax.
Get off
You're
of
under
me.
arrest for battery.
So the cops tell her she's under arrest. And here's the thing. These are all misdemeanor stuff, unless she's got a gun and assaults somebody that way. So these, in my world, are not serious offenses. But when you sit, you don't have, even under an unlawful arrest, you don't have the right to resist the cops. You just don't. You could have, like, let's say for the sake of example, they don't have the right, they don't have a legal basis to stop you, whether you're on your bicycle, whether you're on your roller skates, or you're in your car. All right, but they stop you anyway, and you stop. And then all of a sudden, they pull you out of the car, and now you're starting to fight with the cops. You could have won everything else, but then get an obstructing charge.
Stop.
Oh
Stop.
God.
Relax.
Can you get off
Relax.
of me? I'm kissing my pants.
Awesome.
What the
She's not going anywhere.
Get
Relax.
off. I can do it nicely. Get off of me.
Stop moving and give me your hands.
It doesn't pay to resist the cops. I mean, I know sometimes they do shit that we don't want them to do. Like in the Massey video, I mean, that was just insane. That was the most insane thing I think I've ever seen on camera. I can't, they had no business shooting that woman at all.
Did you see one of the cops had a Nazi insignia tattoo on his arm?
In the Massey, I did not see that, but
They wanted to.
But who would hire somebody like that?
Yeah.
You know, that has a Nazi tattoo on their arm. I mean, that's so we.
He went through a bunch of
fought the
different
fucking
agencies.
Nazis. We a lot of bloodshed and tears, you know, to get rid of the Nazis. Anybody that has a Nazi tattoo, and hopefully I'm not alienating most of my audience, which I don't think I am, but you know, they have no business in this country or any country for that matter. You know, bye bye.
Stop. You're going to get yourself in trouble.
You
Stop.
don't need to do that, dude.
All right. Move here. Just move
You're going to
it.
get yourself in trouble.
You didn't even use your words.
Stop kicking me or you're going to get another charge. Stop.
So kicking an officer, you know, here in Minnesota, there's a thing called 4th degree assault. And if you kick an officer, that's a misdemeanor. You can kick an officer in the balls and it's a misdemeanor. But you can spit on an officer and that's a felony. These are officers in Palm Beach, which is, you know, in Florida. Obviously, that's where all the bad shit happens.
Calm down. Stop.
Gonna move the wrist.
Just calm down. All right?
There you go.
Let's hear what they have to say. I don't know what happened here.
Well, they didn't even want to say anything.
It's not that serious. Relax.
Something happened.
Relax.
Yeah, just relax a little bit. All right? Come sit down.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not going anywhere, Pedro.
Are you her driver? Yeah.
Awesome.
You say he was like she's crazy.
What was all that? There you go.
You gotta sit down.
What was all that about?
Yeah.
What was all that about?
Sit down.
Thanks, punk.
Sit down. Sit down.
Well, when you're in handcuffs, you're being manhandled. I'm sorry to say.
Stop manhandling me.
Stop. Sit down.
You're gonna get a
Stop.
Listen, you're gonna get another
Stop
charge.
manhandling me.
Relax. See if you
Well,
want some
then
medics.
get off of
See
me
if you
and
want some
talk to
medics.
me like a
Sit down.
person.
Sit down.
Here, I got her. Sit down. Relax. Relax.
You want the medics?
Talk to him.
So this cop right here, this is Palm Beach in Florida, obviously, but this cop right here is just nice and calm. That's the way you deal with it. You don't deal with it by meeting their anger, and then this is just common sense.
Yeah, I do.
Here, go talk to him. I got this.
Can I have my other headphones,
I will
please?
grab it. Okay.
Can you help me
Come
put
here.
it away
Here,
like
give me
I
this.
wanted to
Give me your
do in
phone.
the first place?
Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Just
calm down.
Give me your phone. Okay. Take a deep breath. Okay.
And the headphones should be.
I got you. Take a
I
deep
love
breath.
this officer. I absolutely love the calm nature of this officer.
Relax. Are you having a bad day?
How about a bad life?
Listen to me. It's okay. You can have that day.
About whether it's Publix, that's where this is a grocery store in Florida, or if it's Target, you know, any of these places, or at a bar, any of these places have sophisticated surveillance. Most bars have multiple cameras all over the place. I had one case, it was a homicide, and there were like, I think 11 cameras inside and out, and they saved my client's ass. You know, because they showed exactly what happened, and my client had nothing to do with it, and we got an acquittal. But conversely, you know, I had a client in Target who drops his fucking pants and thinks it's really funny, and guess what? There we go. It's all on camera.
comments, right? You can't go around punching people in the face.
I'm sick of the comments, man. I get it all day long because I'm a pretty girl and I'm sick of it.
I mean, it's a blessing. I get it, though. I get it. I get it. Take a deep breath, okay? Relax, okay? Relax, okay? We're gonna figure this out, okay?
Pretty girl.
I don't like treating people like that, okay? That's why I was trying to get you to calm down. Where are you staying? Do you have ID on you?
Yeah, it's
Is it
in
inside?
there.
Can I go in there and grab it, please? Okay. So listen. We can't be doing stuff like that, okay? It's a little bit different in South Florida. I understand the comments and stuff like that, but you know what they say, beauty is pain. Right?
Read this. The first comment on this video is like, black cop, like, I got this. I'm the brat whisperer.
I'm the brat whisperer.
That is.
He is kind of the brat whisperer. I like it. I mean, he's this is de-escalation 101. Calm voice. You know, you don't need to be a dick. And this, I love that we're doing this video because we need to show sometimes, you know, cops, in fact, probably most of the time, cops aren't dicks. You know, I mean, we need cops, don't we? I mean, we do need cops. I mean, there's no question. We need firemen, we need cops, we need paramedics, we need first responders. What we don't need are dicks, like in the Massey case. That just was an extreme example. This is an extreme example the other way. Calm. He's not giving her any shit. He's calming her down. I like it.
What I said. Maybe he thought I said something else. You know, it's kind of like, wow, she's really thirsty. So he said, wow, she's really thirsty.
Don't even.
Everybody knows what the f*** that means. Talk to me like I'm stupid.
Yeah, but listen.
I'm sick of that shit, man.
I know, but listen.
You try and cover that shit up as if it's something else.
Listen, don't even play with me. You got a phone?
So she's clearly responding to something off to her right.
Tommy, talk to me. What happened?
No, it was just a very... Okay, so I was getting ready to empty the garbage.
Did you get that from her?
Yeah.
So what happened?
He walked by with all this, and I was exerting. So she pat the cart.
Dry humor. What do you suppose he said to her? Probably was wet humor.
So the cart passed by, and I go, she's very thirsty. I said it to him, and she goes like this, and then she comes up to me, and I don't remember if she said anything, but I thought do you want to mess with me or
He
something?
says she's very thirsty. What do you suppose that he means by that? Like she's hot or something?
No.
What does that mean?
No. Thirsty means that she wants to have sex. Like she's concupiscent.
She's hungry. She's hungry.
Concupiscent, whatever. Like she's
hungry for...
Yeah.
She's down to clown around. And so that's dry humor. No, that's sexual harassment is what that is.
Yeah.
And you're an employee.
And I thought she was joking, like she was going to pretend to hit me. You know, you want to mess with me? You know, kind of like that. So I just stood there, and then she actually made contact.
Sounds like she's had enough, and this guy just happened to get her on a bad day.
Punched me.
With what hand?
With, I believe, her right hand.
Once? And that's how you're bleeding?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to press charges on her? Do you want to get arrested?
Well, you know, I'll probably be okay, but I'm...
Okay, but didn't you fucking start it? Honestly? I mean, you provoked it. So here's the thing. You can't provoke an attack and avail yourself of a defense. That's self-defense. She doesn't really have self-defense here because she attacked him. And you can't attack somebody because they said something to you. You just can't. The First Amendment protections, you know, you have the right of free speech. And really, that only comes into play where there's government action, pretty much. But you have the right to say what you want. But you don't have the right, like he said, to yell fire in a crowded theater, because what does that do? It incites panic and people can get hurt. Or you don't have the right to just say whatever you want to anybody, no matter what. If you want to piss somebody off and they fucking hit you, those are called fighting words.
Can I at least get your ID?
I mean, and I don't need this. I got enough going on.
922,
And I was actually just...
Then why did you say anything? You know, I mean, you said a sexually charged comment. I mean, I don't need this. You think she needed that? I mean, fucking A.
trying to be friendly. And not even really to her.
Friendly, because saying she's thirsty. Oh, man. She's down to clown around.
Just to anybody who was going out.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
I mean, you might want to ask her what I said. Maybe she thought I said something else. I just go, wow, she's really thirsty.
So you said...
You know, it's kind of like, wow.
What do you suppose that's supposed to mean? I mean, like she wants a little Mountain Dew? Or she wants to mount and do? I mean, I mean, come on. You know exactly what you said and why you said it and what it meant. I mean, now you're trying to, you know, back off and say, oh, I don't know, poor me, I got hit in the face because I said something inappropriate that pissed somebody off.
Wow, she's really thirsty.
So you said, wow, she's really thirsty. You said...
But, really?
Really thirsty. You trying to mess with me, and then that's when she punched you in the face?
Something to the effect of that, yeah. You know, pretty much like it would anybody. It wasn't even specific.
Well, I thought I was originally going to come down on her and, you know, and be on the side of the person that she assaulted, you know, but I'm kind of more on her side now all of a sudden, because if he's saying, you know, sexually harassing comments and then she smacks him, I mean, she doesn't have the defense that he said something to me, so I have now the legal excuse to slap him or to punch him. You can't do that. I mean, it's still a misdemeanor assault, no matter how you slice it. And I don't advocate violence of any kind. You shouldn't hit anybody, you know, even if they say something stupid to you. But it happens, and you know, this guy should have known better, especially because he's an employee. Why would you say? I mean, when you're an ambassador for your organization, you know, and in this case, Publix. You work at a grocery store, and guess what? You're always on customer service duty, right? You can lose you think she's going to go back to that Publix? Probably not. So you can lose a customer. And if she talks to other people, you know, it's just customers are hard to get and they're easy to lose. So if I'm his manager, I would be pissed off at him and I would probably fire him for that comment. That's sexual harassment.
Like it would anybody. It wasn't even
What's
specific
your phone number,
to
sir?
her.
And you said you don't need
It wasn't even specific to her. Who buys that? Fucking nobody buys that. Here's the other thing. In my business, you know, in the criminal defense where, you know, we assess credibility. And I kind of like this woman over the guy.
I don't think so. My tooth, it's not like my tooth are...
Do you want to press charges on it or not?
He better fucking say no because he was in the wrong.
Do you want her to go to jail for what she's done or not?
Well, what happens if we just let her go? We just let her go?
Okay. Well, that's why I got to ask these questions, Tommy. It's not up to me.
Come on, Tommy, do the right thing. Do the right. What are you gonna do? Let's take. Okay, let's have this be a drinking game. You take a drink if he wants you to go to jail.
What happened? This lady punched him in the face one time.
Here's exactly what happened. I was getting ready to empty the garbage, and of course you can review the CCTV or whatever. I mean, I was getting ready to empty the garbage, and he, Jafar, who's a witness, I don't know where he is, he was coming through with the water, and I was going to say whatever I was going to say, regardless of who it was. It was like...
That's such bullshit. Who believes that? Nobody believes that. He's making a comment to her because she's a hot girl, I guess. I don't know if she's attractive or not. It's hard to tell from this video. But he thinks, you know, she's thirsty. And, you know, and that's a derogatory comment. She knew exactly what he meant when he said that.
I thought it was like dry humor. I just go, wow, she's really thirsty. Or must be really thirsty. You know, because the whole cart is water. And then she goes like this. She goes, you want to mess with me? Bam! And I just stood there. Because I actually thought she was kidding.
Leslie just told the cops, no, I don't want her to go to jail, but now you want to relive this whole thing.
You know, you want to mess with me? Wink, 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 or something. I
guarantee you she didn't fucking wink at him.
No idea that she was actually going to make contact. And they keep asking if I want to arrest her, but I feel like...
So this is hers?
Yeah. But it's like...
You're her driver, right?
It wasn't derogatory.
What? You're gonna arrest her or still trying to decide?
I'm still trying to decide.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe you need to find out what happened, man.
Well, we know what happened.
I see it.
We know what happened.
She's obviously.
Tommy.
Oh, what is he? Is he a good Samaritan now, trying to protect everybody else?
You're gonna keep doing it.
Tommy, we need a decision right now.
Yeah, decide what you're gonna do. What is there to decide?
All right, I'm gonna
leave
arrest.
that up to you. Yeah.
Have her arrested. I guess you guys need to have a drink. You know, come on, Tommy. You know, if I was his manager, I'd fucking fire him.
I'm gonna have her arrested.
Yeah.
We'll go to court. She needs to go
What a dick. He's the one provoked her, and now he's being a dick.
once. I got a DUI in 2010. Through the process. You know, I got arrested once. I got a DUI in 2010. And I needed to hear it.
Changed to 31.
So they've got a couple of different choices here. They can arrest her. They can tab charge her, like write her a citation and let her go. Or they can bring her back to the police station, write her a tab charge and let her go.
No, that's not going with you because you're going to jail. That's what happens when you punch people in the face in front of the police. And then you fight with us as we're arresting you. 92269, what's one case number, please?
You know, when you're out conducting yourself, you know, you're out doing business, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're shopping, you're doing this, you know, and if somebody pisses you off, be calm and mindful of who's pissing you off and what the implications are for you to overreact to somebody. Because if you don't and you back off and you leave the scenario and all of a sudden you live to fight another day, guess what? You didn't go to jail. You didn't make a bad decision. You didn't hit somebody, you know. Half these cases are just bad decisions. And she's not, I don't think she's under the influence of anything, but she's, is what it is.
92269, 9551, 9551.
Probably wrong, right?
10-4-1920.
I got her.
I'm gonna take this off, okay?
You're gonna have to do it through. It's over top. It's not a clip.
Okay. So do I? Okay, I have to take it off like this.
You might have to undo one of them.
No. Handcuffs are not coming off. My wrist hurts because I was fighting with you, bro. Are you serious?
You didn't even use your words.
You say you...
See, this guy's antagonistic, you know, and I just, this, oh, my poor wrist, you know, yeah, you're not supposed to fight with cops.
Serious?
You didn't even use your words.
I don't have to use my words. Once we say you're going to jail, that's it. That's how it works.
You clearly don't know how to follow steps of procedure.
Why do we have two different reactions? You got one cop that's antagonistic, cop who wrist is hurt, and then you've got the other cop who is just calm as a cucumber. And you tell me which technique was more effective. Which technique was more effective?
You're finally convinced the white man to have a story. Live his life. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. Racism. Hold on, I'm sure you're so proud of yourself that you can go home and masturbate.
Now, when you make comments like you can go home and masturbate about this later, which he probably will do, that's really unproductive.
I'm sure you're so proud of yourself that you can go home and masturbate about it later. Ooh, did I run? No, I didn't. Look at that.
Tommy!
Oh, Tommy, masturbate about him too.
So, you know, that's a good example of self-control. You know, a lot of times people get in situations because of impulse control. You know, they let a situation overtake them and all of a sudden they don't think and they act. Think before you act. Otherwise, you're going to have to call me and I'll say, okay, it was this on video and then what happened? You know, I think I've won just about every self-defense case that I've had. Not everyone, but pretty close to everyone. But whenever I've had a self-defense case, there are certain things that you have to follow. This is not a self-defense case. This is a case where she was antagonized. She could have walked away. She could have said, fuck you, asshole, or something like that, and just walked away. But instead, she chose to get physical. How did that help her? It didn't. Because now she doesn't get her water, even though she's very thirsty. And she's now in the back of a squad car on her way to jail, to the Palm Beach County Jail.
Have Katie come to check.
The woman was charged with battery and resisting arrest.
I love that we showed the actions of this officer, the black guy. I thought he did a fantastic job, and that's the way you deal with it. The white guy, whose injury would have probably caused him to take her to the ground, and they didn't do that. And most of the time you don't need to do that. Sometimes you do need to do that. I've had a client who was getting tased on a DWI, and it was just turned into this just melee because he was drunk and he was really a strong dude, and they could not get a handle on him. So don't resist the cops. Even if you think that you're being unjustly arrested or detained, you can't fight the cops. First of all, you're not going to win. Second of all, you're going to get charged with something later that you can't get out of, where you probably could have gotten out of it otherwise. So you might have a defense to this, but you won't have a defense to that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. This has been our little foray into abusive woman punches Publix employee in front of a police. And that's the other good rule of advice. Don't commit crimes in front of a cop. And this is brought to you by Crime Time Cam, so give them a little love.
And they only have 4,000 subscribers, so they're new on the scene. 1 million views. Congrats to you for reaching that, I guess.
Don't say I guess.
I know. There you go. There you go. Good job. Thanks.
So we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, your board-certified criminal defense lawyer with our content genius. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, sign up for Patreon, and we'll see you next time, Chloe, on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
And last thing, so we're building the site, we're getting all the samples made, we're doing all the merch stuff, so merch shop will be up soon, and we'll stay in contact with you yet. So I know we've had a lot of requests, especially for the shirt that's been shown, so that will be out there soon, so just to give you guys a heads up.
Look for it. See you next time. Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. 23-hour lockdown, please just let my God.